Hello everybody and welcome to another video. I'm out today to have a little bit of a play actually. Got some new stuff. This tent is new. I've just set it up now for the first time, and we'll go around and we'll have a bit of a look at it, and we'll see what we think. It's quite hard to peg it out where I am because it's quite stony, and I think some of the guidelines, well, I'll go over that in a minute. But it is a hot tent, as you can see. There is room for a stove jack. So as I've got it set up, I'll put you outside a second. As I've got it set up as it is now, the stove would go here and I would go on this side. It's quite roomy in here. I'll take you off the tripod and we'll have a bit of a look. Okay, so this was the point that I was getting to, is that I've tied off all the guy lines. Thanks, Simon. I've tied off all the guy lines that they supplied, but I need to add more really. It'd be good to get ones on all of these just to pull it out, to open it up. It might be a little misshapen as it's the first time I've put it up. And there, I don't know, am I too close to the stove there, presumably? I don't know. But I assume when using the stove, you wouldn't be using that door. It's nice that it's got two doors. There's quite a lot of space up here. But yeah, there's no mesh or inner, so we've already got a few bugs. This might be an issue in the summertime. Velcro loops. Oh, for the vents with a prop built in. That's quite nice. And there we go. I need to this tent came with the stove jack to go in there, so I just need to cut a hole when I get my stove so that the flue will come up here and the stove will be down there, and it'll be nice and toasty for winter camps. Just before I start bringing all the stuff in, I'm not going to close the door. I don't think it's going to rain today, but I just want to put my stuff in here out of the way because there's something else I want to do in a minute. But there's plenty of room to lie down, just even on this cheap tarp that I got. The pole is in the way of me chatting to you though, so let's bring you over here. So there's plenty of room to lie down in here. A bit of a wasted space, if I'm honest, although I suppose you could put storage under there. You can get an inner for these things, which would definitely be needed. Even now in spring, there's a lot of insects going on, and obviously there's nothing to stop anything just crawling in. I'm not sure if I'm bothered by that or not. So yeah, I mean, it's warm in here already. Because the sun's blaring down. It's the 3rd of April. Lockdown's been eased, so I can travel anywhere in Wales now. Still can't go over the border yet, but it meant that I can come back up here because it was over the 5-mile distance. But yeah, bit of storage space behind me here. I suppose if I wanted to, I could get the footprint for it, or just a mozzie net, or I could unfold the tarp. I think when I got the stove going, I'm just going to want ground. I might even get some reflective matting, well, not reflective, but some insulating matting just in case, because they get quite warm. But yeah, I've rambled on long enough. I've got other things to do, but I'll just show you a few more features of the tent before I start doing that. So the tent comes with its own pole. You can put something underneath that. It's shock corded on the inside, and you can put something underneath to brace it, stop it digging into the dirt, and it's just held in place by tension. And then there is a loop. If you don't want to use the pole to give yourself a bit more space, you can use this loop. I've heard horror stories about people tying off a loop, the loop failing, and then of course all this melts on the hot stove and it makes a bit of a mess. But that looks like some fairly good stitching there, and it's a good old loop, I would say. Still, if you're tying it to a branch, make sure it's a secure one, I suppose, because if it wobbles in the wind, your tent wobbles. Right, apologies for the sound of the river. I've come a little way back from the tent and downwind to set up my little twig stove. I'm not going to do a big fire today, just a little twig stove to cook my steak and my potato cubes that I'm going to do. So that should be fine to do that, but first of all I need to get some sticks, and then I think the first order of business will be a cup of tea or a coffee, because I'm quite thirsty. I'm just going to enjoy this coffee. Cheers. Oh, needed that. Right, I still need it. The pan is on with the oil. I'm just heating that up. Got to make sure that I keep putting the sticks on now. So what I'm going to do is cook the potato first, then bung the steaks on the grill. one potato. Right, the little bits of potato are almost ready. Some of them are looking a bit black, but that's okay. They're just caramelized, as you can see there. Some of them are still looking quite pale, but soon I'm gonna hoik them off. I've just loaded it up with as much wood as I can, because I want that to burn down a little and just be coals for when I put the steaks on the grill. And then hopefully the potato will stay warm in the pan for a little while, because it's cast iron. There's some real differences in colour happening there. Oh, that's happening as well. The wind's got at that. As you can see, I can't put my steaks on that. They'll just get burnt. So what I might do, I have two options. One involves eating this now because I'm hungry, and then putting the steaks in the pan and cooking them that way, which I might do. And the other option is wait for that to die down and cook on the top. I think I'll eat these now and do the whole swap the pan over thing. Here's the pan of business. Yeah, I can't put anything on there yet. I've not used these so far, but they can have a use today. Folding cutlery. The little tab that then, well, if you do it right, then stops it folding back again. Yeah, the handle of the cast iron pan is still a bit hot to the touch because it's all cast iron. I might see if there's like some wood I can put on that or something, but let's try this. That's looking quite firm. That's quite a big piece, but let's see. Oh, dropped it in my sock. We won't be trying that one then. Let's try one of these smaller ones, eh? I'll be honest, they might need a little longer, some of them. Yeah. Let's, come on, there we go. Right, take two. Do we think they're ready yet? It's a job to say, really. They're hissing at me. Oh, hot. Still hot in the pan. As you can see, I've put some more sticks on, but I think I'm going to cook the steaks up in the pan, so I have to eat the potato first. There we go. I'm going to enjoy these. See you when I'm cooking the steak, I suppose. Wow. Every time I've cooked whilst camping in the past, my food's always been cold by the time I finished eating it. Not so eating it out of the cast iron pan because it stays warm. I really enjoyed that. Diced potato, no seasoning or anything. I didn't bring anything with me. But now I'm looking forward to having those steaks. I've got fillet steaks just because I wanted a small steak to bring, and they're all in twos, so I thought 2 fillet steaks. They're only about that big, quite thick though. So I'm going to get on to cooking them now. The pan's back on. I'm going to load up more twigs. Might need more stick. I'm gonna bring them off to rest, but check those out. Oh, they smell good. Still sizzling away. Oh, look at that. How did we do? Again, no seasoning. But yeah, look at that. I don't know how well done it is, but it's juicy. I need a steak knife. Right, that was delicious. I've had to go and fetch a few more sticks just to try and get a lick of flame to bring this pan to the boil. It's not really happening, but that's okay. I'm sure it'll boil when it's ready. I'm gonna have a cup of tea. I won't film it because you'll have seen me have a cup of tea a million of times. And I'll sit down and enjoy that. Bit of relax, and then I'm gonna get the drone out for a bit of a play. Don't know if I'll film any of that. If there's some drone footage, then you know it went well. If there isn't, then you know it went poorly. So yeah, nice day. And then I'm going to get the bow out and have a quick go with that. Okay, so the drone doesn't want to play. I managed to get it to turn on and get the camera feed going to my phone. It didn't want to take off though, and it just made a noise. Half of it took off and it just sort of stayed there. So what I'm going to do, just seeing a tent peg that I left behind. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a bit of a play with a bow. Some string as well, like some cord. Have a bit of a play with a bow, and then we'll come back to it. Hopefully it will have charged by then. It might be that it's out of battery. Another little tip that you can do is I haven't got any means of washing up with me, so I've just bought this empty dry bag and I've just slotted everything that I've used that needs washing in there and just clipped it shut. So as long as I keep it upright, nothing will come out. And then I could have done with a little bigger one maybe, but that's pretty good. Okay, so it's a deadly weapon, this this bow. My tripod is now a bipod. It's just sheared it right off. Well, looks like I'll need to order another one of those. Oh my God, yeah, I hit it dead on. I don't think I could do that again if I tried. It's just ruined it. Yeah. Whew. Killed it. Well, I didn't actually think I would ever hit it. I mean, that target's tiny. Good job I didn't hit the camera. That would have been a bit more expensive. I like that camera too. Right, be more careful in future. Right, I'm going to practice a bit more with the bow. Then I'll try that drone one last time, and then I'm going to start packing things up. I've been here a fair old while now, but I've got lots done, so that's been good, and I've had a bit of a play too. I'm going to pack away everything but the tent now, including the bow and the firebox, clean that away, and then I'll give the drone one more go, and then I guess that'll probably be it. So if you've enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, be careful if using a bow and arrow, don't point it at people, obviously. I'm just going to use it for practice. I'm not using it for hunting or anything like that. That's not my thing. All right, but yeah, take care. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.